All right, let's get underway. Because this is like the most bargain basement Fisher Price Twitch stream setup ever, I don't actually know if anyone's even in the chat right now or unnecessarily listening, so to those that are, welcome, ladies, gentlemen, MBs, to me covering Final Fantasy VII, not the remake. My PS4 belongs at someone else's house right now because I left it there just before Christmas and decided in my infinite wisdom, oh, you know what, I don't need to get this back anytime soon. What's the hurry? You know, it's not like a catastrophic world-altering event is going to happen and it's going to make it, you know, difficult for me to get hold of and play the remake. So, thanks to the power of Steam and Square Enix, you know, finally releasing this on Steam, I'm like, hey, you know what, I'll play this instead. What else am I going to do on my Friday night? But anyway, I hope you're all doing well and I hope you're all safe and sound, staying at home, looking after yourselves, chilling with the family, all that. For those of you who are not in the know, I'm not a speedrunner. This is going to be a casual as hell playthrough. I am going to do as much of the secondary content as possible, so that means picking up Yuffie, you'll mean picking up Vincent. It'll also mean doing things like Neighboring Mansion, obviously, all sorts of stuff like that. We'll see as we go. Yes, this stream is indeed brought to you by vodka. To get Russia going all these years, it can certainly keep me going for a couple of hours while we go through this. Anyway, without further ado. From the very beginning, Cloud was being a tryhard. Which I believe is something they kept in the remake. I've actually watched the playthrough of the demo, not the whole thing that was spoiled on it. And it seems like they've got that attitude down pat, which is really nice of them, so kudos to Straight's doing that. Now, I will do some kind of semi-serious commentary as this goes along, so one thing I'll note now is I like that they don't start at level 1. I mean, the obvious reason is that they started at 6 because it's transitioned to 6 Final Fantasy 7. But, you know, this is meant to be he's meant to be a professional soldier of some description, so having him start with at least some levels backed is a way of putting that across, which is nice. I see here Biggs is the master of the past tense and his postdocs are in it. Gonna keep this vanilla and just keep him as Cloud rather than calling him something else like, you know, Beef Face or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that another time, perhaps. Seems stuff like if Cloud actually did leave Avalanche after this, it would be a very short game, but hey, you know, 10 out of 10, brief but enjoyable. There's naming Mr. T, rising, falling, beaten. I'm not going to call him that, I promise. Oh, made it through without an encounter. And they say you need step counters through this process. Come on. Using all the CG power that 1997 could afford. I do feel like Barrett there is all like, hey, you know what? I'm going to keep giving you a lecture no matter how many times you protest to the contrary. Like, I will teach you about the wild. Anyway, first thing to do, I'm going to put Barrett in the back. So, I don't know if anyone really knows this. Well, people do know, of course, what we're talking about. But I mean, like, people who play this casually when they were younger, I don't know if they necessarily knew this, but what you can do is you can actually put characters in the back row. And this means they take half damage, or less damage, I believe, also deal less damage as well, unless you get the long range material. With the exception of Barrett and I think Yuffie, because they both have ranged weapons. So putting him in the back there will reduce the damage he takes. I mean, I'm doing this casually, but I'm doing it a little bit more optimal than I otherwise really should be bothering. It won't really matter, like, for a while. This was some way there we go. Yeah, you can screw with the colours and stuff like that, but as well. Change active. And we're good. I'll just echo what Yugi said in the chat here. Like, this is obviously being played on, like, you know, PC at 1080p, with a couple of, like, additions, like, I think, bilinear filtering. But seeing this on a CRT, like, you know, back when I was much younger, like, this looks amazing. It reminds me a lot of the pre-rendered backgrounds in an earlier game, which was Crusader, No Regret, No Remorse, which both look great in their own right. I mean, this is really just an illusion of, like, 3D characters walking on a 2D background. But it still looks good in the After Hours time. All that being said, we do get a look at these enhanced graphics here for the PC, where all the characters have gothic open mouths, and I'm like, that wasn't a thing that I remember from the original PSX version, and that's the problem. I wonder if Barrett ever worries, like, if he beats his chest, or as we'll see in a moment, like, you know, clenches his gun fist. Does he ever, like, worry that he's going to start shooting bullets as a result of that by accident? Like, he starts shaking his fist and someone he accidentally fires a shot and just goes straight through their chin. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm really... My bad. My bad. I'm sorry. Jesus, Barry, I know we're on the clock here. We didn't need to, like, you know, murder into next week. Okay, I guess he's making up for it. Has everyone got butterfingers all of a sudden? What's going on? mean, I know Cloud's a bit dumb, so it's like to imagine you say, like, wait, where's the OK button? Am I pushing it right? Does this work? Yeah, the Mako reactor theme is incredible. Like, I mean, saying that Final Fantasy VII's OST by Nobuo Uematsu is good is like saying the water's wet. It's just a default state of things. It is incredible. But the mood of this, like, piece really helps sell that, hey, Barrett is talking a lot of stuff about this place is sucking out the, you know, lifeblood of the planet, and you could have a little bit of skepticism about whether or not that's really true. I mean, oops, speaking on the way there. But I think the music does play no small part in getting across that, yeah, this place is not good in any way, shape, or form. Sweepers being mechanical enemies, they are weak to lightning magic, so rather than waste time trying to kill that one, nice. Silly me. Yeah, having watched the demo, like, you saw what it took for me to deal with the sweeper in this version of the game. I had to cast bolts on it once and it just kind of exploded. Whereas, from what I've seen in the demo, when you have to fight it, it's much more complicated than that. I mean, I like how Cloud's saying here, hey, Barrett, why don't you set the bomb? The guy who has only, like, you know, a gun arm on one hand and an actual regular hand on the other. It must be very awkward for him to, like, put it in place. Does he shoot the bomb to turn it on if he does that? It's also a deli. They're selling footlongs, one level up. I like to imagine that's completely coincidental that Cloud just pushed, like, you know, the silent alarm button next to the reactor when he was planting the bomb, just had a little case of Butterfingers. Alright, first boss of the game. Nothing really much to this fight, I mean... I feel bad even talking about stuff in the detail I want to talk about, because everyone knows this stuff. Even mentioning the inevitable translation error, like the script book when the tail goes up, feels kind of redundant. Everyone knows about it, but... if I don't mention it, then I suppose people would also comment that I missed it or didn't know about it, so... who knows. That was me also piloting there, by the way. I should have just gone for the bolt spell. Here we go. So yeah, translation error. In reality, don't attack while tails up, otherwise you will get the shape itself. But since we're crazy here, why not? I'm not going to die from this fight anyway, so this will also give me Cloud's limit break. As planned. Wait for the camera angle to start shifting when he's done. There we go. Oh, ye of little faith, go atomic robot. Come on. Do it. Alright. Well, time to hail an Uber and get the fuck out of here. Before we do that... Oh, that's rude. I wish I could answer that for you, Go, sorry, but I really don't know. Guessing Barrett's not quite getting used to this new gun yet, given he can't hit the boat if he fell out of the water. Hello, Garo. Hope you're doing okay, mate. Alright, let's not forget Jessie, since she's got all her legs stuck somehow. Oh, we know. There we go. Just a casual, you know, stroll out of the car. I really wish instead of this alarm noise it just had the casual, easy listening music you can find in elevators sometimes. You know, usually it's a joke if nothing else. Ah, I see, Gary, you've been listening to this Wi-Fi. Hope you've been enjoying the recent podcast, my friend. And there we go, 6 bits to spare, easy peasy. I mean, you know. Finish up this part, do I do that? Oh, Jesse. I should note, by the way, that from what I've seen of the remake, that moment that Jesse trips is also in there. Like, they've been very like studious of detail in the remake and getting little moments like that across, and then also expanding on the, well, by the fact that Jesse is all over Cloud's Buster Sword, if you know what I mean. Just saying. Is it now? There we go. I've turned down the volume a little bit on the game audio as it's been output to you guys, but it's still the same volume for me. Adjusting stuff in OBS while running Final Fantasy VII is a dangerous prospect because this game is not stable even in window mode. Cloud should really just give him a card reader right there, you know. Just said, hey, you know what? Just tap this, please. Now this is one of my personal favourite themes. Like, in the entire game. It's just such a somber, like, piece of mood music. Alright. So this is the point where I basically have to already start picking which girl I'm going to get Cloud hooks up to. And... well, let's at least talk her if nothing else. I wish I could speak in ellipses, though. I wonder what that warning sign's like referencing. Warning, do not attend this theatre production. Alright, Cloud's been fully healed anyway. I couldn't remember if there was a full heal or not from that particular point. So let's make our way out. Oh, never mind, it didn't even let me make the choice. We'll skip these, because the experience is not really worth it, nor are the items for that matter. Good for Cloud that he has an encyclopedic knowledge of the train timetables. He just knew that was coming. He was ready for it. Well, there's a line that I'm sure has appeared in a couple of slash fics in, you know, various points throughout history. Yeah. I do love, by the way, that, I do love that, you know, although Barrett was riding Cloud really hard, you know, when they were actually together, now that they're separate, he's like, no, he won't have been killed, he's fine. Like, even this early on in the game, like, they're actually establishing shades of these characters and, like, different dimensions to them, which I think is really, really neat. And that's not even despite the fact that, you know, given the limited, like, technology they have at hand here, that they still do, like, a lot with dramatic positioning, like, in staging. And thank you, Gero. My rants can get a bit... Speaking for myself here, like, I sometimes do wonder about, like, if I go off on one too much on the podcast, like, this is me being honest, like, I do feel like maybe I don't do the topics necessarily enough justice, but if you at least enjoyed it, then I appreciate that, and I appreciate you telling me that, so thank you. Again, I'm glad Barrett is, like, smacking his hand there, like, his actual regular human hand and not his gun one, because I get the feeling that it would misfire if he did that, you know? Like, I was like, they're gonna BANG! It would not end well. Just saying. Note that Jesse has the ellipses at the end. Like, this translation is rough, but at least they got that little element of it there. What a show-off, honestly. You know, I keep thinking about like Barrett's censorship, and you know, like how in live television or even you know, post-recorded stuff, like where they beep naughty words out. I would love to think that, even though I've no evidence of this in the remake, that whenever Barrett swears, to replicate the censorship they had in the text here, then it go beep, like, I hate that mother, beep, in person. As it's been noted elsewhere, by the way, one of the things I like about this is that, you know, it actually takes a little bit of time to put some characters in who can flesh things out, like, about the world, and, like, that Midgar is not a great place to live. I mean, for example, like, see that guy there who, you know, said, hey, this is my house. If I remember correctly, when we get back on this train later, we will see him again. And did you note, by the way, folks, when I asked that guy about that, like, and he says they have a real calculator, Barrett turns to him. Like, even though this game is really simple technologically speaking, like in terms of, I mean, look at all these characters in the foreground. They're just like minimal polygons. They still put some real thought into like the way characters pose, the way they look at each other, and their reactions to each other. And there'll be more evidence of that as we go along. But, I mean, for the time, that's really impressive that they were willing to put such amount of effort into it. I'm looking to, by the way, find me a girl who will talk to me in the same way that Jessie does about the Midgar rail system, just about the London Underground or something. If you know one, then welcome up. That's how things turned out. When you lose all personality in a place, you know, they're just numbers now. And of course I'd be, you know, I'd have to mention as well that, also I love how you can see in my face, like, that the light is coming off there from the monitor. That's pretty neat. But yeah, this is a private company running the city. And they're running it with an iron, like, dystopian fist here. It's crazy. Ah, good old Biggs. Well, we're going to try and please everyone here. Jesse, is that ID going to explode? I'm just asking. Probably not even a good pizza for that. I mean, I'll credit Final Fantasy VII with this, like, the fact that they actually go so far as to point out it's not just that the Mako's being sucked up, but the standards of living for people on the lower side are terrible, as we'll see when we get to, like, you know, the route towards Sector 7. Like, that in itself is really, really good. And I agree with Barrett's assessment there. I think people, like, if they are so attached to a place, even if it is terrible, they'll still stay. And there's Cloud with his beer mat philosophy. Please don't mind the noise, by the way. I'm just pouring myself another vodka. No, I do not, Yukinon, because I'm not that hardcore, and it would be terrible for me. I have Diet Coke. I don't drink regular Coke, because if I did, at the quantity of which I drink Diet Coke, it would rot my teeth. I would have nothing left. Anyway. You know, the funny thing is, like, I don't know if this is definitive, but, like, that line there makes me think of the lace seam we'll see of, I believe it's Elmira, Aerys's adopted mother. Because, obviously, the models for the train guys are all the same. In fact, I think they're even reused for the security guards in Shinra. But nonetheless, like, it could very well have been the same guy who got to see, like, Aerys get off that train for the very first time. Crazy, innit? Alright. I'm not letting you go tonight. Wow! Enriching conversation here. Oh, we'll be getting to the grain graveyard. Sorry, grain graveyard. What is wrong with me? The train graveyard eventually. Oh, who are these dudes? Alright, that's a ship for everyone there. Just gonna say. Well, I hope that never happens. Like, you know, we'll be fine. There's no way that, you know, everyone's going to bomb this pillar and cause the, you know, whole thing to fall apart. We're fine. It's great. As long as he doesn't do that squatting motion. There's no children allowed in this pub. What do you think we are, at Joseph Hulse's? Get out. Irony being, of course, how they know like it's the middle of the night and all. Barrett said there's no sunlight or anything. And yeah, you're right, Go sorry, Robert. That was Johnny, who we will see like as a recurring character later. In fact, let's go say hi to him. That'll be me later, by the way. Homemade cocktails. Granted, nothing too special, but anyway. I mean, Barrett's both proprietor and bouncer of 7th Heaven. I know Tifa could fill in that role, but hey. Aww. I mean, Tifa was there, to be fair. She was probably, you know, tending it. So say hello to, you know, Pixiv.net's current favourite girl to draw right now, given the remake. Oh, do you want to troll Tifa or not? No, I'll be nice. I'll give her a flower. Biggs is my kind of guy. He understands, like, you know, the drudgery of a working life. Oh, Wedge. Well, let's head out. And look at that! Again, even though, like, this is all, like, super serious stuff, like, I love that Cloud, like, just, like, even now he has to, like, jump on the table, so, like, all serious. If I were Barrett, though, I would not be holding Marlene with my gun arm. Like, again, I don't know how reliable that thing is. One stray, like, you know, activation of that, it's all over. You also have no idea how disappointed I am that I have never been to a pub or a club that has a pinball machine that both can be played as a pinball machine, and secondly leads to a secret underground lair. Why has that not happened, I ask you? Again, I'm sure this line has been twisted many times in fanfics before. Give me a drink, bartender! I mean, if you've ever seen Seinfeld, there's a skit in that where, I can't remember the character's name, but he smokes a cigarette and drinks a beer simultaneously. And that's the energy that Cloud puts off in this moment. I'm surprised he didn't take Tifa's drink and say, "What is this shit? Give me the actual bottle." Alright. Oh, I see we've got the Alien News Network here delivering the, you know, report on the Shin reactor bombing. I didn't mean to get that, I was hoping to speak to Jesse. Learn anything from the internet these days. Maybe Jesse looks on YouTube. I mean, to be fair, Garrett, at least it isn't the Batman Beyond newscast where they're hosted by ghosts. We could at least be grateful for that. No. Aww. And now for one of my favourite moments in the opening hours of the game. I'm a fighting game commentator typically, so let me just get in the mood for this moment. We see here that Biggs is trying to go in for the command throw here on Barrett. But no, he gets uppercut! KO! I had to indulge myself in that. I'm so sorry, everyone, but there was no way I couldn't comment on that. It is so goofy, but I love it. What is that lean in there? Are they gonna make out? Jesse's just there like, not listening, not listening, no, 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 not listening. Right, time to call it a day, and oh no, never mind that. I mean, he is the protagonist, but how many people do you know, like, are simply apathetic? I mean, I know Cloud has a fuzzy memory, spoilers for later plot developments, but even I, like, you know, can't remember what happened 7 years ago, so I don't feel so bad, like, you know, for him on this part. Do I remember the well? Oh well, I do believe I do remember the well. Oh well. I'm curious as to what age, like, Cloud's hair developed to it actually being, like, you know, spiky from the start. Like, was it, like, from the moment he was, like, say, 3 when he had a proper head of hair on him? You're entirely right, Go Sorrow. Like, Cloud spends, like, basically up until the point in which he admits the truth about his past, pretending to be, like, ultimate machismo kind of, like, and, like, cold-blooded, you know, butter wouldn't melt, badass and, like, hero, kind of, anti-hero even kind of thing. Excuse me, sorry. Just like no one ever was. He will be in the newspapers, but for all the wrong reasons, at least if it's anything like the newspapers that I know. Ah, the famous Penelope Pitstop piece of perfect arrangement. That's no reference for you. Cheesy as it sounds though, it is still an honest thing to ask for, why the hell not? Oh, a meteor, I hope that doesn't crash into the planet someday, wouldn't that be awkward? It's like, fuck using the actual, like, pinball machine elevator. I'm just gonna climb up here, like, because I can. And everyone had a good night of drinking. Just like I am right now. I hope you're all doing well in the chat, by the way. Alright, it's a new morning. Let's use our pinball elevator and go, you know, commit some terrorism in the name of the ecology. Why not? Even Marlee's getting in on this. Like, she's making drinks. Well, I can't not pick this option. Oh, teeth! Jesus! I'm just gonna not comment and just continue. no sort of smiley, but doesn't seem to be having it. I'm gonna skip this and just try and, like, ad-lib it. Okay, let's get the group together and get working out. Alright, one fire, one lightning, because we're still going to face a lot of mechanical enemies going forward, so having two of those is helpful. Some antidotes, fire those. Let's go check out the weapons store. By the way, just note, like, the construction of all these environments, like how they seem to be built out of whatever they had at hand. I shouldn't need an effort on them. I mean, look even at the shop, for example, and all the stuff they've got here, like this Pacific Rim-looking monster head. They put a lot of effort into making these environments look very lived in, very worn down, and even very ad-libbed, like they were just made out of whatever they had to hand. That's a nice touch, by the way, that it's Cloud giving the tutorial rather than this guy here, because it biases the fact that, again, he knows what he's doing, rather than, you know, being a completely inexperienced rookie. Small but nice touch, but we're not going to talk to him with that detail. Ah! Well, I'm glad I got a new effort anyway. So, okay. Ah, the fabled save points! A thing of legend. Whoa, don't be spoiling now. I had heard little things about that Gero, but I haven't actually looked into more detail on it. I'd be curious to see what it's actually about, because Doom Eternal has holes in it. Holes big enough to, you know, drive a bus through. So, two things. First off, I like the fact that all of... I mean, you actually mentioned Doom Eternal, and this is actually kind of relevant. I mean, if you look at the screen I'm on now, note how all of the openings, like, for the stores have green lights on them. In Doom Eternal and Doom 2016, like, the platforms you can mount all have green lights on them too. So, even Final Fantasy VII had this, like, you know, ahead of time. But Also, to go back to what I did with materia there, so I got an all materia, and again, I'm probably preaching to the choir because most people know what this is, but because if I didn't mention, then people might assume I'm not talking about it. The all materia allows me to cast a spell on everyone. Now, there's two useful combinations right now, one of which is Bolt All and the other which is Restore All. And I'm going to go with Restore All right now because damage isn't really the issue right now. It's still this early part of the game. I think Restore All is just a nice crutch. Nope, nothing in the toilet. Look at that jacket, like, again, I just love the small little details here. They still have, like, you know, a child's, like, little buggy, even though their son's now obviously an adult and has left. Little things like that. A lot of thought was put into this game, even though, you know, you'd think that they could have half-assed it, but they clearly didn't. This was a labour of love. Oh, no, they're not even going to do that. I have no context for what just happened there. I don't know. I'm assuming that they just both, like, you know, simultaneously had a whiff of a bong or something like that. Oh, what a nice train attendant. If Barrett Light posts his head any further forward, he will actually enter my living room. Very proud of indeed. If you've ever played Half-Life, by the way, I read that particular text panel of the train attendant, like, talking over the intercom in the tone of the Black Mesa inbound, like, announcer. The time is... that kind of thing. Wish all my train journeys were that easy, just to jump off in 3 minutes. Same guy on the train again. Nowhere to actually live. Ah, I've always thought the manager, but I overshot. Never mind. Come a little closer, Cloud. Wink, wink. Wink, 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 wink. Oops. Well, the oh shit light's on. And the oh shit light has gone to level 2, no less. Someone's turned on the disco mode at this particular train car. I think that might be Johnny in the corner, by the way, who's just hanging onto the window like, let me out, please! Oh, the fuck you do! Thank you for that. Because she loves him, that's why. Meanwhile, Barrett's just gonna sit down and, like, you know, pivot on his axis there. I agree with you, Gero. Like, you can even tell from a distance that Biggs there has got the fake stash on. Everyone strikes a JoJo's pose as well. Because why wouldn't you? I like how he said everything's going so far as planned so far, even though we only got on the train and already things did not go to plan. Whoops. And we're off down the tunnel. Well, you know, it's the Princess Leia maneuver from New Hope. Ooh. Okay, I'll take this. Nicely done, Tifa. I mean, I don't know about you, like, you've ever been out to, say, you know, town or whatever, but I absolutely recall seeing, like, you know, stationary missile launchers as, like, random mobs. And yeah, if you need a comparison of how strong Cloud's magic stat is versus Tifa's, there it is. These things have more HP than I expected. That's more like it. see that, but there is another ladder over here that I want to check out first. Ah, we're in Die Hard territory now. Crawling around vents. Feeling like a TV dinner. Wedge say was up this ladder, he's a liar. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Might have been the other shaft admittedly, but hey, you know what? I'm gonna blame Wedge for it anyway. Okay, let's pretend that did not happen. Let's pretend that I knew exactly where I was going. Okay. I only want to speak to Jesse, but, you know, we've got these cop-blocking monsters here. That silk attack, by the way, inflicts slow, so that's why it took longer than for everyone else apart from Barrett to actually land the attack. Oh, Jesse. That's what labour of love gets you, you know. Just saying. Alright, more air vents. And hey, good on Shinra for installing these fun slides for their workers, you know, to traverse the place easily. You know, using the stairs, that's regular, but actually be able to go down a slide to get from place to place, that's pretty fun. I do like, by the way, how the layout of the reactor is similar, but even the lighting is different. You can tell that, like, this one's been better upkeep than the previous. Still a complete health and safety hazard, like, you know, not OSHA compliant the slightest. But at least you can tell. Now, this would have been a good time to have bomb all, admittedly, I'm not gonna lie. I like to think that Shinra planted those machine guns like seeds, you know, they come in there, like, Give him a little bit of water, a bit of sunlight, get yourself a fully grown machine gun like in a couple of days. You could do it too if you order him. I'll use the tent on the way back, just so we're ready for the airbus to fly. Oh dear, Cloud's having a migraine. I mean, I can relate. I've had plenty of experiences where I've had just a massive headache and I've fallen down from it and imagined, like, you know, my friend's father being murdered, you know, and this longsword being there. Being caught in this, like, you know, steampunk nightmare. Happens to be many a time when I've had a headache. Paracetamol sorts out, though. Even then, though, note the fact that Tifa is in front of Cloud in this scene, and is also the same in the flashback. Keeps a little bit of parity between the two. Small touches. They're welcome. Oh, at that time, Cloud did not push the, you know, silent alarm when he was setting the bomb. Very good of him. Although, funnily enough, like in the remake, I'm led to understand that there's a change to the first Mako reactor bombing, in which Shinra are the ones who actually, you know, ultimately blow it up. And this actually plays into that they don't have the alarm play this time around because they were waiting for them. Which is a neat little touch. I'm going to say that a lot throughout this run, just say. Neat touches, always welcome. Wow, that's rude. It's going to happen eventually that I'm going to end up pressing quit by accident. Just so curious as to how long it'll take me to actually make that mistake. Well, since the fun slide is out, we've got to make our way back up the usual method by climbing the stairs. I'm hoping that, you know, Cloud and company don't have an issue with stairs later in their run. That would be really, really traumatic. Of all the enemies you have to face in Final Fantasy, stairs! Now they're the true problem. I'm going to say Tifa's limit for airbus. Yeah, let's just pick up some deadly waste, you know. There's no way that can be, like, dangerous for anyone. It's fine. We got gloves on, it's okay. Well, Garo, you say about playing World of Warcraft, that's where my handle comes from. I know, elevator bosses, they're real. Floor 6. Dieting, men's underwear. Ah, it's this little mini game. Right, let's see if I can get this. First time. It's a tight window from what I remember, so let's see how we go. Nope, not quite. Too late. There we go. Third time's the charm. I keep doing it. Alright, time for a casual exit out of the reactor. No big deal, we've got this, and oh dear. All the train attendants have turned up, the union's on strike! Why, yes, I'm President Shinra. I was just waiting in a little cardboard box inside the lobby there of this reactor, waiting for you to come past, and I decided to pop out and say hi. I wish Barrett had like a little calling card he could throw at people there. This is the point where Cloud complains that President Shinra hasn't added him on LinkedIn. Why have you not done that? Come on, dude. I do like that, by the way, that, as we'll learn later, this is all lies, but Shinra legitimately does not remember the name of everyone. That's why he doesn't go to Cloud. Wait a minute, I don't think you're telling the truth. Barrett's insult there is on the level of, you know, I am rubber, you are glue. I feel for the Shinra, like, programmer, by the way, who had to program in the finger click, like, you know, to make Airbuster activate. Add me on LinkedIn, sir, please! No! He's gonna airbus them. Let's go! So since it hits the back, it'll do double damage, and this is Barrett's limit, so... Ooh, yeah, I'll take that. We take those. Okay, you didn't have to critically hit him as, like, you know, the big fuck you to that. That was a very quick airbuster. Like, I don't recall it taking that long when I played it as a kid, but I will take that. Whoops. It's a Gatling gun, not a grappling hook. I want to ride your bus to no, sorry. Obvious joke is obvious, I apologise. I mean, we've got a Plane to Cloud's personality here, which is I'm the badass, even though I'm not really a badass. I mean, when your hands are made of, like, you know, tomato soup tins, you can only grip on for so long, so I understand that he fell there. But, well, at least he had a soft landing, as we'll find out in a moment. Moshi Moshi. Alright, folks who are currently on the stream at the moment, thank you firstly for sticking around. Secondly, I need to nip away for just 2 minutes, and I will be back momentarily to continue this. Hi everyone, I'm back. Sorry about the delay on that. Just had to nip for a quick bio break. Playing this game is thirsty work. Or, well, that's my excuse for being a dirty alcoholic, basically, so there you go. I'm going to allow Aris' themes to play out a little bit while I pour myself another drink, though. Hope any of you are in the audience are doing okay right away, given everything that's currently going on. I don't want to, like, you know, repeat the point too much, but it's not obviously normal times for people right now, so whatever we can do to get by, we should. And I hope you're all okay. Right, I'm fully refilled. Let's crack on. Came straight out of the Mushroom Kingdom, very bouncy. I mean, I'll give Cloud credit for like forgetting this because, you know, he did just like fall 200 stories, however many it was, crashed through the roof of this church and then landed in the flower bed. He's like in bad shape. Do I want to call her the slum drunk? Nah, I'll be nice. Well, great conversation. You can get out vending machines, why not? I like how this is like... I mean, again, I'm preaching to the choir here because people who are watching this stream probably more than likely have played Final Fantasy VII all the way through. So they know, of course, what happens there is, what the material is and all that, but I think it bears repeating that I like that this is building groundwork, laying groundwork towards the future revelation of what that material is and what it does. Well, do I go with the usual spelling or Aeris? I'll just go with this default. I'll just be fine, whatever. Oh, who's this prick, man? Like, saving Sunday service. Dude. You know, assemble spice racks, do the gardening, all that kind of stuff. Hi, mystery man. Okay, fine. I'll leave you to it. I mean, money, date with Flower Girl. I don't know, it's a bit of a toss-up. Why not? I'll strike a pose before this guy comes over. I do wish the Turks, like, every time they enter the scene, just started clicking their fingers to the beat of this. I think it would work really well. I mean, Reno's like, you know, a super spy for an extremely evil and corrupt capitalistic empire, but don't step on the horse culture. Don't step on it. But obviously he's already fucked up. Whoops. Alright. Let's give Eris some kit. I mean, the HP is minimal, but it doesn't really matter, to be quite honest. She's getting away. Let's just fire guns randomly at her. There's no way this could go wrong. Oh, Jesus, we fucks it. Boys, we fucks it. Like, don't make me fill out the paperwork on this. God damn it. Alright, then. What would Donkey Kong do? I wonder. And I need to remember which one it is. I think it's this one. Fuck it, we'll give it a shot. Yeah, that'll do. A bit of pest control in this church. Which one was it? This one? I think? Yeah, that'll do. It's exactly the strategy that, you know, would be employed in the NES, all I can say. That'll be the one closest, hasn't it? Free for free. So I roll. Yeah, the scaling's a little off in this one. It makes Cloud and Eris look much bigger than they should be, but it'll be what it'll be. I mean, it's PS1 era technology and relatively early PS1 era technology. It's like, you know, it's the heights to which Metal Gear Solid took the platform, so I can't really complain about it. Spying, murder, blockchain, you know what I mean. I don't know how this plays out in the remake, but I really want to believe that Eris, when she says that, just fist pumps like that. Or even goes like that. I will say, by the way, this is the point where Cloud's like, you know, machismo kinda... like, you know, he's trying too hard, and he's leaving her in the dust, and it's not really fair on her. Oh, what a twat. She puts it more polite than I would, but at least they have a good joke about it. Nothing. Pinky promise, I swear. I don't... That's not relevant in any way, I assure you. Okay, let's go then. Alright, I'm actually going to call it there for tonight, folks. I hope you've enjoyed the first inaugural stream of me doing Final Fight VII. I will pick this up again probably tomorrow or at some point over the coming weekend. For anyone who's still in the audience, take care of yourselves, stay safe, stay at home if you all can. Stay as positive as you can do given these trying times. I look forward to seeing you again. Thank you very much and good night.